Now let me tell y'all something that I just thought about. Now I could be tripping. Confirmation, I could be tripping. But I was just thinking about this situation I'm in. This situation is so dramatic, so off the charts. Something like this been going on with everybody for about 20, ever since the 80s. We always talk about the 80s was the good old days. And I used to ask people on the block what was so good about the 80s compared to now. And the problem was they couldn't never say it was nothing beside the drug. No, it was, I was a baby in the 80s and I knew it was better in the 80s and it wasn't just because of the drugs. Somebody did something, it was some group organization stuff going on back then. And something went into motion around that time. And it incarcerated everybody. Because you do unto others you want done to yourself. It froze everybody's energy, bro. It trapped everybody somehow. Somebody with a major car trapped somebody and it messed around and trapped everybody, trapped us all, trapped including them. And what I mean by that is, my situation is dramatic, overly dramatic, seriously. But it's so dramatic that even if you take some away, it still would if I was in a relationship or something, I still would be trapped by that lover. So what I'm trying to say is, like, it was an artist. It's an artist out there who had a lover, and that lover wanted to invest in something and couldn't never get it off the ground because that lover is probably with some organization. That organization, it was a handshake. That organization made sure that lover couldn't get nothing off the ground. This is why creativity is dying. This is why creativity ain't living. This is why creativity ain't progressive. This is why creativity ain't striving. This is why creativity is starting to just fold. This right here, I was just thinking how dramatic this is. This is so dramatic. Somebody was a straight up, it was a high ranking individual, powerhouse, that was a straight up narcissist. No matter how much they had, they was a straight up narcissist. That's like the anime with a cartoon with a girl. She was a queen, she was a princess. She could have anything she wanted. But she purposely went out to the streets and found little girls that was her age. And if they had nicer hair and nicer skin than her, she would take them to her castle, feed them, nourish them, and then slaughter them. That's narcissist. That's narcissistic right there. That's narcissist. That's a little extreme, of course. It's more on the gruesome side, but it's still narcissism. And I was just sitting here thinking, if I had a lover, I was thinking about that lover in the past. And I was thinking about lovers. This right here would keep lovers trapped with people. I said something then. Because you got to let people have their freedom. I let people have their freedom. I let folks have their freedom, bro. I don't trap nobody. That's why Jesus died on the cross. It's so disrespectful to take somebody's freedom after Jesus went through all that. Jesus is the number one. Jesus got the number one book in the world. So Jesus people are getting paid good. They ain't got no business hurting nobody. So whoever doing this, I don't know who this person is, but they are somebody of supreme power. But they probably dead and gone. But whoever came up with this chemistry right here, this makeup, it took people's freedom away one by one. And they probably did it intentionally for a family or intentionally for a group of people, but it messed up because you doing something. It's energy. It's gonna come right back around to you. So if you're a powerhouse, if you're a major card player, it's gonna destroy. After you destroy that family, it's gonna continue on till they get all the way back around to you, to your family. You're probably dead and gone by then. But I was sitting here thinking, that keeps people trapped. That's keeping people trapped. People probably ain't no telling how many people in relationships they don't want to be in. They probably go out there and try to find a good job, can't. They probably go out there and try to invest in something, can't. They probably go out there and try to do something positive, can't. It always lead back. The family is on the opposite lover side. The family is like me. Family is secretly torture you with the lover, and they supposed to be your family. Man, this is crazy. Whoever started this was narcissistic. Now my situation is a little different. It's obsessed. I mean, it's absurd, and it's biblical though. So I ain't really talking about my situation, but I'm saying, out of 100%, you can put somebody in a situation like this, and just use 25% of it and trap somebody. Y'all love everybody out there better start reevaluating their own situation. How many times have you invested something? How many times you try to get into a business and it didn't work out? We always blaming the opposing team. We always blaming the other nationality and blaming racism. I had to reevaluate that too since I've been in this situation for 5 years, and I realized racism was just a write-off. It was something to keep me blinded. It was a distraction. It didn't have nothing to do with racism at all. My people were paying the other races to keep me trapped. It was a group organization thing. We gotta get rid of that. That's garbage. Because I heard in the astro, that's like a lower vibrational energy, frequency, that's irrelevant in this time zone, in this window of time. In other words, that means if we keep on using whatever that is, y'all high up know what it is. If we keep on using that, this world in another 10 years be black and white, like Mayberry. Because God ain't gonna let it evolve. See, you need the natural energy. You need the natural energy to evolve in order for the whole world to evolve. Y'all, we keep evolving the unnatural energy, as in thinking that the natural energy gonna just evolve with. The natural energy gotta evolve before the unnatural energy evolve. What is unnatural energy? Electricity and stuff. I mean, it's natural energy, but I'm talking about natural energy as in humans, insects, animals, and stuff like that. I'm talking about that. That ain't even evolved. But you want the not synthetic, but you want the electronic energy to evolve over the natural energy. That don't make some sense. Everything is just backwards. That's it. Everything is just backwards. All we gotta do is just turn everything around. Everything just backwards. Everything just back. Ain't nothing really wrong. It's like, even if Satan did it, if Satan ain't gonna put too much work in, all they did was this. All Satan did this. All you gotta do is turn it back around. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's like, you can look at it on a smaller scale. A man beating his woman, wind up can never beat a man. You see what I'm saying? I hate to use that, but it's simple and it's broad. It's simple and it's right there in your face. It's how all energy works. There's a negative and a positive to everything. That's it. It ain't no telling how many. I know y'all finna get mad at me for saying this. I know I saw something right there. But I was just sitting here thinking. I was thinking about this artist online, who was a wealthy artist, and he had a lover. He had no right doing that to his lover. The lover invested in a business and couldn't get the business off the ground because he took it upon himself to use that group organization stuff. And he invested money into keeping her from being able to evolve in any kind of fashion or form. In other words, keeping her stagnated and stuck. And the only way she was gonna get anything is if he gave it to her. That ain't right. That ain't right there. That ain't right there. That ain't right there, man. Women do it too, because a woman did me, but that ain't right. You can't do that. Y'all can't do that. That's low self-esteem. That's egotistical. That's ego problem. That's low self-esteem. That's narcissistic. I'm telling you, by the time I get done with this and writing my book, when I get out of this situation, the whole world gonna go through a change, a cleansing. I mean, it ain't a filtering or something. It ain't gonna say a cleansing, but it's like the energy is so off, and it's like the competition and you can look at it like this too, like the woman and man man beating a woman and then getting beat up by men. You can look at it like racism. A race trying to dominate or eliminate a whole nationality, which don't work, and whatever they use to distort that nationality come back around to their own nationality. So it's gonna have to go through all the other nationalities to come back around to you, because you probably hiding way in the dark, way over there behind other nationalities. So everybody who participated in this is beautiful. For everybody who participated in every nationality who participated in destroying that nationality with this person, that energy gonna go around and destroy each and every last one of them nationalities, go all the way back to the original nationality that decided to put in motion a plan to destroy that one nationality.